Ranch Doritos playing World of Warcraft, and I was in the best shape of my life.
Oh my god.
It was probably just the stress of WoW that kept me in shape.
Taste?
Oh, forgot to ask. Can you guys hear my fans going? Do I need to turn them off?
No.
Sweet.
My bed is screeching my name in some Cthulhu-esque language, but I'm good otherwise. That's just
Alternatively,
That's just Cthulhu's pillow talk. It's fine.
oh Thulu, what sweet, sweet nothings you whisper to me at night.
Pillow talk for Cthulhu is Cthulhu.
Cthulhu.
I've heard it's Cthulhu, originally. For the better, but
And he was getting better. He was still bad, but he was getting better, so...
By the end of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, seeing Nazis say the same shit as you probably puts things in perspective for some people.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh no. Likewise. Yeah. I mean, they're also so influential to American media and world media at this point that it's kind of like, it's like, you know, I don't believe in God, but I'm going to read the Bible, maybe, you know, educational purposes. How else are you going to know what Thulu Fatagan means? Everybody says it online. Oh no. I'm moving away from Twitter. It sucks. It really sucks. It's gotten so much worse. It literally has gone from like reactionary and like high voltage idpol to like just now everybody who's even doing that is like shutting up, and it's just the fucking bad people. Oh, what? I haven't heard about this. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yo, it's fucking like, it's ridiculous how many motherfuckers who resort to, saying trans people are pedophiles, who resort to saying queer people are sex offenders, are fucking pedophile sex offenders themselves.
This part's just a fraction.
Yup. Peace. Peace. Hmm. Yeah. God. Oh fuck, we're live. Happy fucking Pride. Peace. Yeah. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Well, they can't tell you to take them off afterwards, can they? Oh. Oh. Interesting. No, I
Argue it, yeah.
That's so weird. I always worry about that kind of thing because like being queer is something that not everybody like wears on their sleeves, you know? Like, so if you're just not comfortable being out, but you still want to wear the pride flag, it's like, you know, I always stand allies being able to get included in that, because I can't help but think, like, a lot of the time the allies, you know, stuff, yeah, well, sometimes they're queer themselves and just not out yet. And I like creating safe spaces for people who are exploring themselves, because, God, it is hard. Hmm. Mm. Yes. Mm. I think I'll keep wearing this. Yep. Hmm. Hell yeah. I fought in another war, ma'am. We out here. Support our trans troops.
Okay, it sounds like we're starting.
Yeah.
Swapping places.
Yeah. Yep. Hello, everybody. Hi, I am Shay, or Shay the Fae on Twitch and Twitter. I am the storyteller for this game of Things from the Flood. We are playing the Stillwater Chronicles, called On the Other Side. Almost an hour in. I kind of have my doubts that this will be our last episode, but we'll see. See if we get there or not. It depends on how things go. We'll do our best. That being said, these are my lovely players here. Players, if you would like to introduce yourself, who you are and who you're playing tonight.
Hi, everybody. I'm Diggler93. I'm playing Joanne Campbell, the Lone Wolf. She's having a time with things at the moment. Very confused. Gotta get things through. I'll popcorn over to Zanis.
Hi everybody, I'm Zonis, and I'm playing Lydia Tinsley, the hacker, once snob. And while my parents aren't dead, I wish they were. uh, Popcorn Pat.
Hi, everybody. I'm playing Tracy, the party gal, and she's been going through it, but she's happy. She's excited. No, sorry. She's been going through it, and she wants to get the fuck out of it, basically. And she's ideally going off to college if she survives that long. So we'll see in the last few moments. Let's see who hasn't gone yet. Popcorn to everybody's gone except Sin, who's not here.
Yep.
And yeah, all right. And you went first.
That's it. You
Yep.
relax.
And
All right. I suppose it's Shay then.
Yeah, and then Sin will be joining us when they join us. They are running late due to personal matters. However, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Last time on our little show, everybody had reconvened and began making plans while they stayed out at the hotel they had rented. However, some of you decided to draw the attention of Olwyn, the mysterious figure who had gone missing after escaping the asylum. The same figure who doesn't seem to follow the same laws of physics as you are all used to, or at least has some way of sidestepping them. You all rested, and come the morning, had the guards who watch over the town in the quarantine zone arrive at your doorstep, or the doorstep to the hotel. Two of you had already begun to leave. The rest of you pretty much broke your way out and scattered for the most part. So I think first we'll open with... The scene opens with V, her arms wrapped around Lydia's waist as they speed off on the motorcycle. Where are you going?
That is a phenomenal question. I mean, I would assume that this hotel was still in an area that we know very well of the town. So I don't know. Would V probably know at least a decent hiding place that most everybody else would think to look for us? Yes, Borders, where everything went well. I mean, that is fair. The mall, if we do get followed, the mall would be the best place to lose anybody.
It's still morning.
To the mall, then.
All right, so we see the two of you on the motorcycle have a quick conversation with each other before turning off down a road and heading in the direction of the mall. The scene then cuts to Joanne and Tracy, who I believe had snuck off together.
Yes, I do believe that Tracy needed to tell her mom some stuff.
Joe's gonna go with her.
For moral support.
All right.
And other things that rhyme with that.
Might make the telling her a bit harder, though.
Hmm.
So you all split off and begin making your way to the. I have to remember. Tracy lived.
Tracy lives with everybody, with like the 3 other people who live in the mobile home lot.
Yeah.
And she lives with just her mom, who's the proprietor, well, not proprietor, sorry, who works at the diner as a senior wait staff.
Yep. Miss Kylie Evans.
Yeah. I should probably get my 20 open.
So you all start heading back to the park where your mother is staying. You two at least hadn't been noticed by the guards. They seem to have begun to make chase with V and Lydia before they disappeared. So as you all make it back to this park, what do you all do? Where do you head?
I think we head straight to Tracy's.
Straight
Yeah.
to Tracy's.
Yeah, and then we might. Did we arrange a meeting place? Or yeah, we arranged that we were going to meet at the woods, at the front of the woods, around the time things were going to start.
All right. Well, you're able to get to your mom's trailer easy enough. This time of day, she's probably drinking her Irish coffee.
Yes, it is early in the morning. She and I have similar habits. Like mother, like daughter. Hey, Mom. I'm home.
And as you step inside, she kind of glances up from where she is. She sets the coffee down and stands and moves to give you a hug. She says, "Glad you're all right."
Hi, Miss
Yeah.
Evans.
Hello, Joanne.
Hey, is there any chance that I could get a moment to talk to you?
Is something wrong, darling?
Well, there's been things that have been wrong, and I guess I just don't want to make this awkward or anything, but I feel like I should just tell you some things that have been going on that I haven't been talking about all that much.
You see a look of concern cross her expression before she.
Don't worry, I'm not pregnant.
There's a look of relief. But she glances to Joanna and says, "Could you give us a moment?"
Nope.
Actually, if she could be here with us, might make things a little easier. For me.
Honey, if you're gay, I'm fine with that.
Oh, I mean, well, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but that's not really what this is about. I think I'm gonna get one of those coffees too, if that's okay. And she goes to make herself one. So I've been hanging out with some of our friends lately, and there's been some weird things happening in town, and we've been involved in those weird things, and it's been a little dangerous. and we're alive, and we're healthy, but things have been really bad in town, and I didn't know how much I could tell you, and I still don't, because people from the facilities might be listening or bugging us, but
Are you involved in some sort of drug deals?
No.
no, it's not like that at all. There've been... This town isn't safe. This town is not a safe place. There's cyborgs and giant monsters from the flood and portals and fucked up shit. And we've somehow stumbled into all of it. And there have been people pursuing us in white vans. And we've been shot at and shot back. There's been bad things going on, and one of the reasons I really, really, really want to go up to Pittsburgh is so that I can get away from this town.
Give me a heart charm.
Probably forever. Alright, 2 successes.
You success.
It's a lot to throw at a...
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot. So, you do get to pick one bonus effect. Such as she will keep believing you. I suppose you have formed a lasting relationship. You could have a change in the relationship if you want. She will take risks. I feel like she would already do that. She will try to persuade others into believing you. She's frightened, confused, or impressed.
I
I don't think the last
I
one
just
works.
want her to I think by the end of this I want her to trust that I've handled things maturely and have been looking out for my own safety and for hers. But you know, she's probably just going to freak out. The only thing that I can, you know, I want her to trust me now that I'm coming out with this. Ultimately, even if it takes a few weeks for her to really trust me again.
Okay. So there is a very distinctive look of concern, and she does stand up immediately and step forward, particularly when you mention getting shot at. And
Yeah.
she says, as she puts her arms around you, she says, "Why didn't you tell me any of this? Who's after you?"
The people who run the Sunshine Farms and the flood or the oh Jesus, what's the name of the primary antagonist?
The Loop Foundation?
Oh yeah, the Loop Foundation. Duh, yeah. The Loop Foundation and the Sunshine Farms are responsible for all of this horrendous shit. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to get hurt. I didn't want you to get involved. I didn't want to be involved myself.
Honey, and she
Fee was involved. And is. There's a lot to tell you. But I I'm not out yet. There's a portal or something that's gonna open, and we have to stop it. Bad people want to basically change reality? I don't exactly understand it myself, but
Honey,
seems like we're the only ones who can handle it.
That's not something you should be dealing with.
I know. But it's something that I've had to deal with and have been dealing with.
I was just gonna take Trissy's hand. It hasn't been easy, but we've managed ourselves so far.
Alright, I'm going to...
Don't call the cops. Don't call anyone. Sorry.
Honey, this seems like...
The cops are
It
involved.
seems-
They're not going to help.
What do you mean they're involved? How do you know that?
Well, I'm friends with some of the good ones who've helped us before. But not all of them are.
And who are they?
I mean, so I think she's going to actually name drop. All right, I've got it written in my. Yeah, she's going to say Giggles. Giggles and what was the other one? Was it Clutch?
Catch.
Catch.
Okay.
Giggles and Catch are usually on our side of this.
Alright, I want you two to stay here. I'm going to try and contact them. And I want you to start packing just in case.
All right. I'm gonna start packing. I love you. I'm sorry that all of this happened. I'm sorry that this town isn't the safe town that you thought it was, and I'm sorry that everything's awful all the time.
Once I contact them, there's a place we can stay for the time being until we figure things out.
I still have one more thing to do before we can leave.
What's that?
I have to go meet up with the rest of the gang in the woods one last time.
Absolutely not.
We have to stop this portal from opening.
No, you don't.
It's something we can do. It's other people won't have the same opportunity. That won't go bad. It won't cause.
No, neither of you are going. I'm going to contact Officer Giggles and Officer Catch, and we'll see where things go from there. They can
Okay.
handle it.
All right. Joe and I'll pack.
She pulls you close and hugs you tight, gives you a kiss on the
Oh.
forehead. All right, go get ready.
So I'm gonna go into my room with Joe, and I'm gonna gesture to the window.
Yeah.
I figure. You hear her dial on the phone, and you hear the voice. I would need a sneak roll from both of you, sneak body, and as you're moving, you hear.
For what it's worth, I make a big stink of throwing things around in the room.
Yeah. But you do hear the You do hear your mother talking. He's like, "Yes, I'm trying to reach Officer Giggles."
Yes, I'm sure that's really hurting.
Yes. You know who I'm talking about. This is a small town.
Yes, it is Giggles.
Yes, like the laughter. All right. That is plenty. You have a sneak for success for both of you. Also, for Tracy.
Oh, I got 2 successes.
Yeah, you get a bonus die. You can give a success to another team, which doesn't really work here because you both got successes. You find something unexpected or more of what you were looking for.
Can I just say we were really quick about it?
Yes, you can.
Hell yeah, we were both sneaky and fast.
All right, you're both sneaky and fast. So you all are able to slip out. Your mother none the wiser. Hi, welcome, Krem.
All right, Graham.
Glad you can make it.
Thank you.
Um,
Appreciate.
you doing all right?
Well, if I'm gonna be completely honest, not really, but I'm gonna make it work.
Do you feel like you're able to play, or would you rather take a break right now? Go relax, okay?
But it's the last episode for Tracy.
Hey, your sanity is more important than celebrating me being here for the last day. Like, we're still gonna be friends. Trust me. I'm just on vacation and getting here is harder and harder and harder. So it's
Yeah.
if you need a day, take your day. The game's gonna be coming to a hiatus pretty soon anyway.
True.
Do you have a is there anything you would like for your character in the interim?
I don't know.
Okay. Go relax. Find your good headspace. Don't stress, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Love you, Graham.
Mental health is health first.
It's important to care of your mind.
We'll make do. Alrighty. So, as you all sneak out, the camera will cut again as we see both Bea and Lydia pulling up to the mall on a stolen bike.
Stolen? It's just borrowed with aggression. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up hopping off the bike or pulling over to the probably the parking garage, more in the shadows, and hopping off and just kind of looking around, because the last thing I wanted to do was lead the other officers to where we're supposed to meet in the woods. So if they're following us, it's probably better. Yeah, I don't know, you see a dumpster nearby? You can at least stick it behind there. I'll swing over behind the collection of dumpsters, drop it off, and just bolt into the side of the mall that's got the movie theater. It's always a little darker lit.
Cool. I would like the two of you to give me a sneak body to hide this motorcycle, as there are other people in the parking lot.
Oh, sneak body, you mean my absolute best skill.
So whoever's hiding it.
Oh, sorry, it glitched both twice. But yeah, 0 regardless.
The street kid? Yeah.
Yeah, the street kid.
Alright, so you hand it over to Vivienne, and she quickly hides it for the time being, so it'll take a little longer for them to tail you, but tail you they will do nevertheless. And you both slip into the mall. It's still early. It's not super crowded yet, but it is the weekend, and it will become very crowded in a short amount of time.
I check my cell phone for the time. How much time we got left?
How much time do you want left?
I would like to say maybe at least an hour to justifiably lose them and get back to the woods.
Can
Because
be
I'm
done.
sure if they're going to be tailing us, we're going to need to, Scooby-Doo some shit.
Was there anything you wanted to do here, or you just want to continue to sneak off?
I chose the mall simply because it's big and probably has enough ways to dodge people, but if V's got anything she wanted to do. We got like an hour. I don't know how lay low the food court is, but if we make it quick, I guess I don't really need to go in here on an empty stomach. I'm going to pretzel time. I don't know if this mall has a pretzel time, but I'm going to pretzel time. Because I want the cinnamon sugar pretzel bites.
It is the legally distinct pretzel clock.
Ah, yes. The bread twist o'clock.
There you go. Or, Pretzel Time can sponsor us.
Do they still exist?
No idea.
I don't know. To be completely honest, I haven't seen a Pretzel Time in like 10 years. I don't know if there's still...
As a Canadian here, I have no idea what pretzel time is other than a pretzel shop.
Nor do I.
Really?
I think it's a New York thing.
Oh no, I had it. I had them in.
Yeah.
I grew up in Connecticut. They were all over the place in every mall.
Oh, it's a okay. No. It's a North. It's a New England thing. It's a New England thing. It's a New England thing. That would explain. I've never lived in New England. Never associated with New Englanders. In fact, you're the only New Englander that I talk to.
Sorry, I
All
should
the
have
rest
said
of them.
pretzel time. I'm gonna go pretzel time.
Where I'm from, we've got Philadelphia-style pretzels. All right.
I don't trust nothing from Philadelphia, especially not a goddamn pretzel.
Oh God, yo, I fucking love that show. They do it right.
This reality.
This
I
reality.
digress. We all
Yeah.
digress.
Yeah, no, Lydia like slides over, like shoulders up, just to kind of like cover what bit of her face she can, and just be like, the pretzel, the whatever, the sweetest pretzels you got. Need something sweet for breakfast.
Right. And some coffee.
Yeah.
You quickly order your food, sit at a table. You notice a few other people coming into the mall. There's a couple families here. It is Sunday after all, and the last day of the weekend. So there's a number of families and students that you're able to watch just slowly fill up the court, as many people are there to get breakfast. But you two are able to sit down, and the clamor of the growing crowd gets louder as more and more people show up.
Well, we ate. No one has showed up yet to book us. I think we can. We should probably start making our way out of here then, if we're gonna meet everybody in the woods. Last thing we need to is to leave them alone. Yeah. I really hope that thing's still there. That's just rude. I stole that fair and square. Yeah, I guess we'll circle around, like outer perimeter, and make our way back to the bike.
Okay. So you circle around to find a different exit than the one you used. As you draw closer, you do notice that there is a police officer standing at the entrance, just kind of watching it. But they raise a walkie to him. They say, "None yet."
What do you think he's looking for? Can't be us, right? It's a mall cop.
If you don't believe in them, they don't exist.
I just don't know. I gotta get out of here seen by as few people as possible. No, because let's face facts. You're the tougher one here. The rest of the group needs you. Can't go splitting you off. Yeah, and then he alerts anybody else. Good.
It's the completely opposite of the times that I don't get caught.
Alright, tell you what. I'm gonna make my way towards the door. If he goes for me, you just stay back, you cover me. If he goes for me, you can do whatever crazy ass plan you want. If he goes for me, you got free reign, because we gotta get out of here, and if they're gonna go after either of us, nothing was really gonna stop them to begin with. If I can... Lydia stands up, rolls her shoulders, pops her neck, and just puts on her most normal face and attempts to walk straight towards the door.
Okay. You walk straight towards the door. And when you make eye contact with this this police officer, um, he raises the walking, says "Entrancy," and starts to approach you. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to come with me.
Any particular reason?
Yes. I have it on good authority you've been running from the authority.
For the authority, I just came from non-distinct pretzel stand. There's absolutely nothing I've been running from.
What is V doing? All right, give me a force body.
Pop off, queen. Oh no.
Two success. Force body. You can buy one bonus success. You can give another success to another teen. You can impress, frighten, or humiliate. You can pin your opponent. You can take something from your opponent. Your opponent is knocked unconscious. You don't need to roll to overcome the exact same trouble in the future. Okay.
We're gonna go take the.
Okay. Ooh, okay. As the scene plays out, we have this police officer talking to Lydia, completely distracted. As Vija, there's just a sudden, and this guy goes down. Doesn't go unconscious, but he does curl up, and he's kind of like clutching his head. He's like, "Oh, fuck!" And you snag the radio from him, start to run. There's a kid there that has an ice cream cone, and the top of the ice cream just kind of like falls out as he's just kind of staring, like partway through a lick. And you start to run. You hear over the radio some chatter going back and forth about backup on their way to exit C. And I just got makeup all over my fingers. It's fine. But you all book it and start to run. Go ahead and give me a heart charm.
Dorime.
Okay.
She's still.
Basically. So you get that, and there's a moment that passes, and then you hear shit. They're on the radio, and you hear them switch to another channel, and it goes silent. All you hear is static.
I pull out Rokai and attempt to find what channel they're on.
Cool. Give me a Give me a calculate tech.
You gotta be actually fucking kidding me. Pushing. Okay,
Alright.
1.
You get to ask 2 questions, one of which is what channel are they on?
Mhm.
You're able to utilize Rokai to track what frequencies are currently in use before you're able to find the correct channel. A little number appears on Rokai, giving you the channel number. You're able to switch quickly to it, where you overhear the chatter once more. I want all exits covered. And you hear again people moving into position, but you're able to listen in on their plans. What other question would you like to ask?
I mean, short of what exit are they not covering? I'm not sure.
They are attempting to cover all exits, but you don't hear anything about the employee exit yet, or a employee exit yet. They're trying to cover the doors that the public are using. Speaking of, you two are running and just like shoving various employees aside.
Oh, it's full Assassin's Creed public walking. Just
yeah. Yep, you're just moving through the area. You hear, "Hey, you can't be back here," and you just ignore them and keep moving. You do hear it. You get the sense that if you move quickly, you can slip out before getting caught.
Ha ha ha! Move body. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out through like the shipping docks or something. Like one of the employee.
One of the loadings.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. This is gonna be tough because my move body is not going to be good. I think I'm only gonna get 2 dice on this as well. Yeah. Yep.
So.
I don't got any more.
Well, this is gonna be an interesting roll. Oh.
You still got to roll at least one.
So, if that's any indication of how good this roll's gonna be. Yeah, great. If I push, I'm at 4 conditions.
I'm already at 4. We just don't get it.
Okay. So you're able to slip out, but as you're running, we have a scene of the two of you stepping outside and moving down, and there's just that kind of like blurry, blurred out kind of field of view where the focus is on you, as another officer kind of steps out, and both of you hear, I have him here, and gives the location of an employee exit. But you hear it, and you know that they have seen you.
Are they on foot?
This guy's on foot, yes.
Okay. Cool. Keep running.
All
God,
right.
I need some tech.
And you just hear, "I need backup. They're moving." And a voice over the walkie says, "Stay on them." And you two do manage to get away more or less. But you know that there are some people in pursuit.
Wow, this is lovely.
Are we back at the bike?
Yes, you can get to the bike.
Okay. V's gonna pull out the bike and she's gonna help Lydia onto it and Says, get back to the others.
No. Well, you can't floor a motorcycle, but floor it.
All right. And you just hear no, wait. And then over the radio, they're on the bike again. They're moving. We need wheels. And you two are gone. But you know that probably, even though you've gotten away, they will not be far behind. So you will have to keep moving.
Let's
Okay,
just keep moving for now.
we go to the people who have guns and axes. Got it. And beeline to the meeting spot, because at this point I'm sure the hour is basically drained.
At least we got breakfast first. Yeah.
Thank God, a breakfast in a condition. Meal of champions.
So, I think the scene's going to change again briefly. And it's back inside the Foundation. And there are some alarms going off before they are shut down. And we see a woman kind of approaching a part of the loop that oversees an area that is flooded, and we see her take a drag from one of those little fancy cigarette holder things as she stares down, then leans down, presses a button, says, "Commence the operation. Everything's happening according to plan." And then we see Matthias, who's at the control panel and begins to press a few buttons and then grabs a lever and switches it upwards. And as the camera pans downward, we see the cybernetic carcass of the same kind of alien creature that Likaboo was, that fully grown one, the one that was used, that ended up fighting Astrid. But this thing skitters over to this darkened water and dives downwards, and begins to make its way down into the depths toward where the particle accelerator is submerged. The scene will cut back, this time on you all, as you all are making it to the coordinates that you were given.
Probably ditch the motorcycle a little outside of the perimeter so they don't just see tracks straight to us in the woods.
Fair enough. So, all of you are able to reconvene at this location. Probably a couple minutes before the meeting time.
Hey, we're back. Definitely didn't alert the police to our plans.
Why do you say words?
What?
Same here. We also definitely didn't alert the police to our plans.
I operate on a level of transparency, Lydia. You should know this. I feel like we shouldn't surprise them with anything that they are not prepared to handle.
You guys got guns, right?
We're not killing police officers.
Oh, no, but it's just, you could take small, sweet little me hostage.
I'm just saying, when shootouts happen, there's
Wouldn't
one
you
person
like
that they're going to be aiming for first.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we all don't have to say it, but the elephant in the room is the. Yes.
Anyway, we should probably get going
Yeah, we should leave.
before they dish.
Before they do decide to do exactly that.
As you say, we should leave. There's a there you hear. Oh, good, you're here. It's time to go. And you do see. I gotta find his name again because
Trevor.
Trevor. Yeah, you see Trevor run by, and he's carrying a box. And just as he swings open a hatch that was like hidden on the ground, and climbs out, and inside you can hear nothing actually, but he says, "The alarm's turned off, but I think they're still on my tail."
Oh, good.
I'm
Yes.
going to operate with a level of transparency and just say that there's probably people following us.
Well, I'm glad you warned us that there are people following you, Trevor.
I'm glad you brought enough to share with the class.
Hey, I mean, if you act now, you can probably get out of here, but he starts running.
God.
Motherfucker.
How about you, Joe? You alert any authorities while we were gone? Anything to divulge?
Tracy's mom knows he's fucked. I mean,
Wow.
Well, we didn't tell her at least specifically where we're going, so at least that's.
So your mom's probably frantically going to be calling the police because she's not gonna find you.
I feel like that
Well,
We have
counts.
police.
I feel like it
after us.
counts.
Yeah.
Cool. So the whole town is going to be on high alert. Fantastic. And I just start bolting after Trevor.
let's go, yeah. Joe takes out her axe and holds it just below the head and starts to grab the Tracy.
Alright.
Like,
Son
let's
of
go.
So you all start to run, and as you're running, there's a moment before things start to become a little familiar again, and Trevor stops at that first place that you all had first taken refuge in the quarantine zone. We see again the familiar. Can't think of the word.
Is this the warehouse with the
Yep.
people tree?
Yes, the warehouse with the people tree. Except on this side, it's the people roots. As you see that weird mechanical tree with the weird branches, which are probably more akin to roots now that you think about it. If it's sticking through both sides.
Yeah, did not bring gasoline.
And Trevor starts making his way towards where the portal was. So,
What the hell are you doing here? And with that?
well, I needed this to power a machine, and, with limited resources, I thought we'd make use of a natural resource. How would you all feel about making the world a better place?
I can say
Okay.
time travel and change the past.
Okay, this is super villain
Wow.
101 talk.
You, they look at Joe and say, "Wow, I guess you know a lot more than you let on." And then glance to Lydia and say, "That's kind of subjective, isn't it? Didn't you kind of slip in and kind of do some espionage stuff?"
Espionage is different than actually breaking and entering and finding whatever the hell that's in that box that apparently can power a portal.
Time machine?
And are you going to be in control of said events?
That's why I needed to do it halfway through the portal.
And is everybody going to agree with whatever you're going to be putting forward through those events?
I mean, that's up to you now. Look, we can go back far enough to stop the flood from happening.
So,
And what's in it for you that you risked so much and sought us out? Why do you want to go back that badly?
I get to go home.
What is home in this case?
I don't technically exist. And with limited time, I will bullet point this. I get to go back and return home, back to where I stayed. You all can go back with me if you'd like and stop the flood from ever occurring. All those people don't have to die.
Well, how far back do you have to go to make sure that the events don't happen again? Because if we go back to before it happened, that doesn't mean that the stepping stones aren't in place for it to happen again.
How far back do you need to go? Do you want to go?
I have a feeling going back far enough to prevent all this, I'm not even going to be born.
The flood happened after you were born, right? I mean, unless you were born like a year ago, a year and a half ago.
No, I know, but clearly the plans that led up to the incident were not just with my morning coffee on that day.
Point is, you know about it.
Things didn't exactly go how I intended, knowing about things either.
Look, you can help me if you want, but, and quite honestly, I could probably use some help keeping those, weird, machines off my back while I get, everything set up.
What happens to the here and now, the people that are here?
It'll never exist.
It's going to overwrite everything we've done. Everything we've accomplished since, every connection, every word, every action, none of that will have happened.
Lydia's gonna lean over to Trevor and just say, if V can have her dad back, Joe doesn't have to grow up how she did, and Tracy will be free, I'll help you. But if any of those aren't gonna happen, we're gonna have problems.
I can't guarantee anything. A lot of that's up to what you do with the new reality.
As long as whatever you do doesn't interfere with that, then you've got my help.
Well, like I said, I just plan on going home.
You are one hard son of a bitch to trust. You are one vague son of a gun.
Would you like to make an empathy roll?
I would, yes.
I...
Again.
Wow, yeah.
I'm
I
not
will
gonna-
be rolling
I don't
one
think
die
I'm
if
going to
that's...
be getting anything out of it, but I'm going to roll because V looks very upset by this conversation, but she's going to roll empathy. Okay, that's what I thought.
2
Cool.
successes. Wow, you guys both got one.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
we are killing it. We are both on.
We're on
both
fire today.
thriving.
Yeah.
We're thriving. We're Yas queening. We are so.
Listen, at least I got to hit a security guard.
All right, so you get to ask 3 questions, such as, what is their weak spot? How can I make them do something? What do they feel? What do they want? What will they do? Are they lying to me?
So, are they lying to us?
No, but you get the sense that they are purposely withholding some information. They haven't lied to you.
Well, I can't just ask where are they hiding, but could maybe how can I make them tell us the hiding thing?
You think back to what you heard and their quiet conversation with the hotel manager in Russian. And you start to wonder where home for them actually is.
You guys,
And
sorry.
in order for them to tell you the full story, they would probably have to kill you.
Well, it's not an RPG without a sacrifice. Who's going down?
You guys have a suggestion for the third one?
Does he kind of backstab us? I don't know.
Well, I mean, that's a fair question. Is he going to betray us at any point?
Yeah. I'll go with that.
He is going to do what he intends to do and utilize the Kugel Blitz to time travel, or attempt to. He will attempt it with or without your help. You don't get the sense that he will betray you unless you are adversarial to him.
I have such a hang up about attempting to fix the problems that the company made by using tech that they probably stole based upon the problems that they made. It's like it's like fixing a decapitation with a mommy kiss.
Look, if you fight fire with fire, you make the fire better.
You made it worse. Worse? Or better.
Or better. I'm glad you got that.
You can fight fire with fire, you just have to do it in a very specific manner. A very specific kind of fire.
Well, the fact of the matter is we have 3 different groups of people probably diverging on us. We need to make a decision now.
Converging.
Okay, well, I gotta get set up, so I'm gonna go do that. and he takes the box and enters the warehouse to where that hole in the ground leads downward to the area between here and the other side.
Lydia's definitely pacing back and forth, just muttering to herself and like calculations in the air and just like mulling things over.
It's not telling us the whole truth.
V looks very upset at the prospect of all of this.
Yeah, didn't we determine that this was going to be like a world-ending event if this happened?
Not
Owen thinks so.
not world ending, but it will end our world. This is going to change everything. It's going to put us back where we were at the start of everything before the flood, where we weren't friends, where we weren't together, where we didn't have or make the progress that we did. Yeah, there are shitty things in our lives right now, but we're going to lose what good we managed to eke out of this as well. Everything would have to start over. Are we going to even remember any of it if he changes things?
Make up too much of who I am. I would essentially be dead, a different person, completely not myself for you.
We won't be the same people. And it's not fair to ask you to not have the life you want. It's not fair to tell Joanne she could have a life where what happened to her didn't happen just because I can't justify telling my mother that I gave up a chance to have my father back for what I have now. I don't like being made to make this choice. It's not a world-ending event, but my world is going to be over.
Everybody's is. I can't let this go.
Joe looks to V, then to Lydia, and Tracy. I tried to throw my life away before, and I don't want to do it again. I don't want to throw away what I've got back, that I grew there. What I the whole panel Tracy, like what we're getting now. There's a lot of shit wrong with here, but I don't want to throw this away. I don't want to throw this world away.
You're coming in scratchy.
I said, well, then we gotta stop them. Am I still scratching?
No,
Better.
we're good now.
That's better. Lydia sighs, pulls out Rokai, and it's just like, fine, we stop him. God damn it.
So, is there anything you all would like to do before heading down there?
I would like
I know a lot of you have conditions, so
I would like the most powerful panacea we've got. I'd like a phoenix down and several machine guns.
Joe is kissing Tracy.
Sorry, what did you say? I didn't hear.
I said Joe is kissing Tracy.
Ah, yes. Tracy pulls her in. He for a long, meaningful hug and kiss session.
Lydia will go to reach for V's hand and just look at her and say, "This is probably the only shot you've got. I'll do whatever you want. But if we stop them, I know it's not a choice you want to make, but it's a choice you have to."
V's holding onto Lydia's hand. She's gonna forehead to forehead and kind of look down at her and just say, "You big idiot. I know it's a choice, but this is probably the one timeline where you and I work out. And just know that I loved you before this moment, and whatever version of us is there, she's still gonna feel the same way. And we'll probably not have the opportunity for us to be back together. And I don't know.
Lydia's at least gonna chuckle a little bit and just say, "Well, if we're sticking in this one, I guess you're gonna have two girlfriends." Just pokes at her head a little bit.
She says, in another life, I would have loved to do laundry and taxes with you. She's just gonna give her a kiss.
She accepts it, holds on to your hand tighter, and looks down at the portal to the portal, I guess.
Yeah, what happens when you open a portal in another portal?
I think it's a bag of holding problem.
It could be.
Yep, Binks will know. Where is he?
So I'm gonna offer you all a choice. I can, if you all want, you can consider your characters comforted. If you feel your characters are comforted in this moment of developing resolution to clear your conditions, or one of you can make a lead roll to clear conditions. How do you want to do it?
I think we've probably resigned ourselves to our resolution.
Yeah, I do feel we're kind of all on the same page and at least somewhat consoled.
Yeah, and Joe just told them what she did before, and she made a point that she doesn't want to do it again.
Yeah.
Doing a YouTube thing.
How about you, Rindis?
I'm good with resetting all of this stuff because I think this is a pretty good trauma dump on everybody.
All right, go ahead and clear your conditions.
Also, desperately going to need them, even if I wanted that scar.
Hey, it can still happen.
It can still happen. I say, having gone 3 seasons without a scar.
It's just not a guarantee now.
Don't worry, we'll fuck up somehow.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
All right, so you all.
Before we go to the next spot, can we just take a quick little break?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep. Everybody take a 5 to 10 minute break. We'll take a 10-minute break.
10-minute break.
Stretch, get a snack, use the bathroom, do what you need to do, and we'll meet back here.
Mm-hmm.
Final showdown.
Alright, just remember your mics are hot, and you're hot, and we'll be back shortly.
Hi, Graham. Hi, Zonis.
Hello.
How you feeling?
Like I'm going to be the arbiter of pain in about 2 minutes. Because I am going to overload Rokai and jam it straight into whatever this thing is.
Oh, yeah. We're also going to have to deal with People Tree, too.
I have a feeling that's going to resolve itself in a few minutes, too. Because I'm pretty sure overloading an electrical device into some sort of chamber that is a power source for something that is a portal is not going to go well.
Oh, yeah, no, that's going to be bad.
Hey, we've resigned ourselves. We didn't want to just reset everything, so we're about to reset a motherfucker.
Let's make too much progress.
I think it is, like, as simple as it would be to just kind of press the do-over button and just hope everybody's lives is better. I think it's kind of like there's too much that you would risk in the unknown reset as to, like, everything could just be just as bad, or it'll just all happen exactly the same way again. It's like, it's unknown no matter what, but at least if you continue on with what you have, you know what you've got. And also, it's like, just because your life sucks or you're not where you think you're supposed to be doesn't mean you get to take away everybody else's lives to make yours better. Like, this dude's trying to time travel to just, like, oh, I'm just gonna go home.
Be a time traveling assassin.
Everybody else's lives be damned. Like, if you don't understand the technology, you don't know what kind of repercussions that's gonna have.
You also know he was a time traveling assassin dickhead.
He has not done a great job at getting me to trust him, so I'm gonna beat him over the head. As simple as that.
Isn't it that simple though? Is it really?
Extremely.
I didn't hear any of it.
It is 2 + 2 and no more complicated than that.
Super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Exactly. Actually, it's more like 5 + 5 because it's 5 + 5.
We were talking about how V feels about all of this, and I'm just like, I'm glad V had a moment to share how she actually feels about this, because it's like, oh boy, that's a huge weight on her. It's like people are like, yeah, let's go back and live our best lives, and she's like, but everything that we've done and who we became, all of our growth.
Yeah, and Joe probably would have ended back in the asylum too. So.
Well, yeah, like that's the problem. Like, when it comes to time travel, it's sort of like everything could be like this rosy, perfect, like, oh, if you could go back to age 5, what would you do different about your life? Because now you have the knowledge. But it's like, you still realize that everybody else has like
Doesn't.
their own free will, and like
Mhm,
just because you can try to control things as much as you want doesn't mean that outcome is going to happen.
mhm.
Yeah, I
And
do
so
this
it's like-
TikTok thing. Who gets fucked over?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so it's
that-
like V bringing that up just kind of gives the other side of that argument, where it's like we could just go back, everything's fixed, but it's like, is it though?
Is it though? And like I love the drama of it too, because it's just like I brought up. V is like, I also feel like shit because I can't be so selfish in saying that my love for Lydia supersedes everyone else's happiness, including my own, because there are things that I want back that I lost too. And it's like what a shitty dilemma to be in. I love it.
Well, it's like Lydia doesn't want a voice in her head and her parents to still be terrible, awful, no good bastards.
Oh
but
honey, they were terrible before the flood happened.
maybe it's just because I was born. I'm the problem.
No, you're not going to Ashton Kutcher butterfly effect this, because that was just awful.
I'm the problem. It's me.
You know what did what did time travel really well though was
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. That's a different genre though.
You're thinking of Dark, aren't you?
Huh?
Dark, the German.
I love that
Netflix
one.
series.
She has.
Yeah.
I don't think she's
I've
seen it,
watched
but
it.
I've watched it. It's.
I haven't seen that.
Wait,
But
oh my god! No way! It's
Yeah.
so this campaign.
It's.
is it?
She hasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think she's seen it, but I've watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
You should watch it.
I might make her watch it because it is
Yeah.
good.
You should.
I was thinking Life is Strange.
Life is
Oh.
strange.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know that one. It's a video game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what I should stream soon again, because they did the remastered version. Shay, we should do a stream of Life is Strange again.
Life is Strange. The original one, not the sequel.
Yeah, it's.
Life is Strange 2 is
Yeah, I have a friend who did the who did all three of them. Is like, yeah, no, the two was kind of.
2 is a lot of shit. I haven't finished the third one just because it was moving really slow. I should go and finish that one too.
yeah.
Did
Well, that one's
practice-
not about time travel though.
It's not.
That's about emotion.
Yeah, the person is an empath and they can read auras, emotional auras. It's kind of neat. It was a neat premise. Yeah, it's a murder mystery and reading people's auras and finding out who is responsible for her brother getting killed. But
I did like that one.
I didn't get very far into it, but it'd be worth playing again.
First-
Anywho,
I'll be in the
First one,
audience.
yeah, the first one has time powers and is about growing up and making mistakes and accepting them.
also we have redemptions. This is just to make more of me in the game, lol, and more of Catch. Thank you, Giggles. You guys have
More of Catch.
you guys have been nothing but the prevalent characters NPCs in this game. That's fine.
Just to make more Giggles and more Catch. Okay.
I mean, Gigas already has a family tree.
It's true.
I'm doing time shenanigans. I can do that.
The male versions of Giggles and Catch where they have mustaches.
Yeah.
The 70s porn stash,
Yep.
buddy cop romp.
God.
Exactly.
They have helmets, and the mustaches are on the helmets.
It's the Magnum PI and Officer Dangle from Reno 911 mustaches. Giggles gets the short shorts.
Jesus Christo.
There's also going to be a dinosaur Giggles and dinosaur Catch.
Hell yeah.
It's just that we walk by the mall and there's just a video game on the shelf just called Giggles and Catch Highway Police Force.
Oh yeah, there's also a bestseller book called Giggles and Catch.
They
Grand
have their
Theft
own TV
Giggles.
series at this point.
Yeah, there's just like an entire series and genre of this, just like in universe. Every time that like the camera cuts to a TV, it's just playing a scene from that. Like, buddy cop romp.
Yes, Giggles. You guys are the Rick and Morty of this universe.
You are now.
Catch, you gotta get it way up there. Catch, you gotta
Gotta
all
get
the way
it. Gotta
up.
get it, Catch. Way up in those butts.
All right. So anyway, as we return to this game, now with more, with a multiverse filled of giggles and catches, we have the scene of all of you coming to your resolution of maintaining the world you have, and you start to follow Trevor down into this pit where there's a portal that connects this dimension with the other side. And as we see you all descend, there is the sound of, or as you all start to descend, there's the sound of a few gunshots going off down in the pit before you all start making your way down there. And as you do, the camera angle turns and we see outside some vehicles pulling up to the building. But as you all get down there, you see that Trevor is holding his gun aimed in the direction of the mutated machines that are kind of just like slinking back and moving around a bit, not drawing closer as long as he's armed. Trevor is typing away with one hand on a computer terminal that he seems to have set up. The box is connected via a couple of wires and other various devices. And it looks like this is something that he had been planning. But he glances back, seeing the rest of you. What do you all do?
I'm trying to decide if I make a big problem immediately or not.
Maybe not immediately.
I will hold off on making my problem then.
Hey, buddy. So, what's the plan? Oh, hello. Right, that's the new notification. Thanks, Diesel Shot.
Hey, Diesel Shot! Welcome!
Woo!
Lee rock. But V will be kind of walking up towards him. Definitely doesn't have the bat in view at all. But just so what's the plan, buddy?
I told you the plan. I'm going to use the Kugel Blitz to go back in time. And then I'm going home.
Okay, simple. But there should be more steps to this, right?
I don't really have time to explain everything. And he glances back as the mutated machines have begun to slink forward again.
Buddy, you have a time machine. You have all the time in the world.
Yeah, if I use it.
Alright, somebody hasn't seen Back to the Future, so...
I could go back and unwatch it. And then you all hear, well, what do we have here? And glancing backwards, flanking you from the other side, is Lydia's mother.
Oh, fuck.
God, Dad.
Lydia's mother, along with Michelle, Matthias' sister.
You are all just the last people we wanted to see.
Yep.
And she glances back to Michelle, who has her gun drawn and aimed, and says, I thought you said they lost their memories. You didn't lie to me now, did you? And there's a pause before Michelle says, "That was the impression I got, ma'am." And as Miss Tinsley glances back, she takes a drag from her cigarette and throws it on the ground, stomps it out. Looking to Lydia, she says, "Why don't you come back this way, darling?" Lydia, in your head, you hear, "Kill, kill, kill her, kill her."
I feel like she should be more surprised you're alive.
Lydia is going to kind of rest her hand near the inside-ish pocket of her skirt where she still has the glass knife from the asylum, and slowly walk towards her mom and just be like, "I'm you're not shocked that I'm still alive?"
Not in the least. Not in the least. And as you slowly start to approach, the sound of other footsteps can be heard approaching, and you see Officer Giggles and Officer Ketch making their way down behind the other two. And the two of them have their hands on their weapons, not drawn yet, and Officer Giggles just says, "Oh my gosh, what do we have here?"
Fuck, this is getting very, very complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Trevor says, "It's really crowded in here."
Yeah, Trevor, it really is crowded in here. How long for that thing?
And he glances at his terminal and then glances one way to where the mutated machines are, and then glances the other way to where the armed individuals were, and his hand is close, but as he starts to reach to press a button, both Giggles and Ketch draw their weapons, and Michelle actually aims her weapon at him, and then Miss Tinsley says, "I wouldn't do that if I were you."
Are you on the payroll now, Giggles, Catch?
Giggles and Ketch,
They always were.
yeah. Giggles and Ketch look to you and say, "Nobody here needs to get hurt. I just need everyone to lower their weapons."
Lydia's gonna look towards her mom and just be like, "Yeah, I have a feeling there's a lot of things that a lot of people didn't have to do." And I'm still slowly walking towards her hand near my pocket. Not in it, but near it.
"I'm sure that man there hasn't told you everything."
And I'm sure you haven't told me everything either. For a very long time.
It's an increasingly common occurrence.
"We can't really let a spy go back and alter the course of history now, can we?"
I don't want to be the one to start trouble, but oh my god.
You would know.
Hey everyone, we're about to start trouble.
If we're starting
Capital
trouble,
T.
V's gonna start walking towards them as well. She kind of like sets the bat down near the others and puts her hands in her like jacket pocket, and she's gonna start walking till she's right beside Lydia, and she says, I feel like we need to get quite a bit off of our chests, everybody. Hi, you may not remember who I am, but I'm one of Lydia's friends and now her girlfriend. I've heard you more than once mumble about my presence in your house, and yes, hi, I can hear. My ears do work. That being said, I just wanted to make sure you understood before this all happens that he's going to be allowed to do what he needs to do for the betterment of my friends. But I also just want you to understand that I was never going to call you my mother-in-law. And V is going to pull out her hell gun and she's going to fire at her.
Okay. All right. So we are entering trouble. I get to declare the level and the stakes and all that good stuff. Hang on, let me find that page. I know it's here somewhere. Extended trouble. I declare the stakes first. Reality is at stake.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, so nothing major. Just reality. Whew.
Yep, just reality.
So,
No pressure if we fail.
Stop Lydia's mom. Stop people tree.
Yeah. Threat level. This is gonna be almost impossible. We need 5 times the number of teens. So that is 20. I think 20. 20 times 4. 4.
Yep.
Yeah. 5 times 4. Sorry. So, you all get to make a plan. What are you all doing?
V, I need your body.
Oh baby, I'm shooting Lydia's mom.
All right, so that's gonna be a force body from Vivian.
Can you force her near some tech because I want to electrocute a bitch?
I am pushing you away from me because I am probably gonna get shot to death.
Because my thing is, I really want to just let Lydia loose, but my force body is shit.
Yeah, I'm pushing you away from the area that's going to be riddled with bullets momentarily, while also shooting your mom. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, but I gotta get my mom.
I mean, you still can. I'm sure shooting her isn't going to put her down.
That's true.
I want to murder Michelle. Because the bitch killed my friend.
Well, that's the robot, so hopefully she can hack the robot to start killing people.
Can I hack Michelle to gun down my mom?
She's not a robot. She's got mechanical parts.
Is there anything in here? Because I know there's a lot of tech down here, but is there anything in here that I'd be able to tinker into some kind of... I guess,
So,
like taser or something.
So the technology you have available on hand at your disposal is one, the obvious, the Kugelblitz attached to a time machine. 2, the corrupted robots that are beginning to charge. And 3, you've got Rokai, I guess.
Oh, wait, there are corrupted robots nearby, and I have a hacking device. I'm about to become a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
A techromancer, sorry.
A techromancer, yeah, there you go.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna use Rokai to manipulate those machines.
Okay.
I want to Game Boy these motherfuckers.
Alright, so I have a force body from V, I have a program tech from Lydia. What about Joanne and Tracy?
Well, I've got a gun. Like my one concern is where I'm pointing.
Yeah, this is no longer.
You got a few targets.
This is no longer a Mexican standoff. This is like a European firing line.
Yeah, we're in the center of the fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
We're literally that. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna make that joke. All right, we're gonna go ahead and
Like, we need to do something to stop Trevor.
Well,
This-
all right. So,
also
are we
the-
stopping Trevor? Because, like, honestly, creating a time portal and hopping in it and then stopping Trevor might be the play. I don't know. Because, like, we're kind of surrounded by a fuck ton of things. No? Is that not
We are.
Whatever you want Tracy to do.
I think logistically, if we can handle our problems here, awesome. Backup plan.
You have an opening to get there with me shooting, by the way. So it's like, if you're going for it, this will be a good chance.
Yeah, if you can get it from Trevor, so at least like we would have control of its use.
Okay. That is not a terrible idea. Joe, what are your do you think you could wrest it from him while I shoot? Because my things are lead and shoot and force body that I'm good at. So I think I should stick to what I'm good at because this is such a high stakes thing. Do you think maybe you could empathize with him or something to wrest it out of him if you don't have another plan? Or what are your plans?
Was gonna grab V's bat to try to duel with the axe and just kind of
Hell yeah.
hit things.
That is a good strategy.
This is Tracy's chance to get her good life.
No. Tracy's very solidly on the I am a culmination of my actions, and you fuckers are all that's important to me side of things. She's not going to change the timelines.
Well, you said you had force body, right?
I do.
You could just actually force Trevor away to get the.
Okay, yeah, all right. I'm gonna force Trevor away so that I can get it, and I can bring it to one of you two on the next go about.
All right.
I want to
Someone
murder
who can actually use it properly.
So get
I'm
that
gonna
drunken strength.
All right. Ooh.
Another
That
first
sucks.
body from Tracy. And how about Joe? What's Joe doing?
Can I use V's bat and my axe at the same time?
Is dual wielding a feat in this?
I'm gonna say no, because those can be kind of heavy, just using one hand.
Okay.
So unless you had the feat that allowed you to wield two-handed weapons with one hand, then I'm gonna say no.
Joe didn't
I have maxed out body, but okay, yeah. Yeah, we have kind of ignored the whole people bot things at the moment too, so I think Joe's gonna deal with those so we can.
Oh no, I'm taking control of the people bots.
Okay.
That's what my program is. So those you don't have to worry about unless I screw it up. Then you have to really worry.
Man, we're really in trouble.
Let's take
you
out a
can still-
cyborg then.
Yeah, you could still go after Michelle.
We'll decapitate a cyborg.
Okay. So I have 3 force bodies. I will take those first, and then I will take Lydia's program tech.
One success. Oh no, yay.
Oh dear.
That's all 12. Thanks.
Oh no, come on.
Oh, fucking gun.
Okay.
I'm gonna mark injured because I'm very sure she's getting shot at least once. For 2 successes. Come on, dice.
Successes. All right. So we have a total of 3 successes. Anybody else want to push?
I am, because I'm going hand to hand with a cyborg, so that's injured.
Yeah, I'm for sure
Yay.
going to push. There's no fuck, my computer screen just went black. What the fuck? Alright, sorry. It's back now. Yeah, I'm pushing.
All right. You're up to 5 successes.
Oh my
6
god, I'm sucking up
successes.
the joint. I should have just shot people.
I'm sorry.
All right, let's get that program tech.
Okay, Lydia, please, for the love of God. Are you? Okay, I'm pushing.
There's one.
One? Are you
All right,
kidding
for
me,
a
Lydia?
total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
We needed 5 times.
Yeah, you need 20, and you need to get halfway to move to the next point. Who had the least amount of successes?
That would be me.
Oh,
Wait, no, I
anybody
got
use their,
one.
You know what? No, hang on. You
Shane?
know what? I'm going to offer this to Ren first
Mhm.
because
I'm in danger.
yeah. Do you want to mark 3 conditions to make it to 10?
Yes.
Okay. So, the first part plays out like this. The machines begin to the corrupted machines begin to rush forward. Trevor tries to press this button on the device that he has set up, and Giggles and Catch both draw their weapons, seeing things start to get violent. When V pulls her pistol and shoots Jacqueline Tinsley. Where do you hit her?
She's not dead, right?
Doesn't have to be.
Well, it
she's not
changes. It changes where I'm gonna hit her. So I probably hit her on the shoulder, and it's 2 successes, so probably I'll hit her twice. So probably like top left shoulder, and then not the stomach, because that would be a really painful death, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But probably somewhere in the lower side as well.
Yeah. So you aim for center mass. Two bullets hit her as you begin to fire into her. She begins to fall backwards just as Michelle is reacting. Her gun turning towards you and firing. You feel the pain of a bullet hit you, and as that is happening, Giggles and Catch begin firing too. Giggles fires at Michelle while to try and disarm Michelle, while Catch fires to disarm. Catch being the obvious sharpshooter that I had made earlier. She fires the gun out of your hand.
Out of my hand?
Out of your hand.
Oh, shit.
And Giggles fires the gun out of Michelle's hand. The machines begin to rush down. I have so many characters in this. Tracy, you rush Trevor and shove him aside before you can press the button, and you see flickering on the screen a number of, while most of it is covered in various coding and math that you don't have the time to decipher. There is a window open that says engage, and then has a yes and a no.
Well, I'm not the smart person in this group, and I'm not the deciding person right now. That laptop is going to get shoved in Lydia's hands as soon as I can get to her.
Lydia you hear the voice in your head calling out for blood, and you begin to do a program tech. And just as these mutated machines are about to fall on both Tracy and Trevor, they rush right past them. So we're entering the second round of this. What are you all doing now?
Right, how about the Joe attacking Michelle?
Oh, right, sorry. Joe, you rush towards Michelle with a gunshot out of her hand. You swing the axe, and she brings an arm up, and there are sparks as it tears through the synthetic skin and starts hitting the hard metal underneath. The axe shatters, but so does her arm as she falls backwards. And looking up at you, she says, specifically to you, since you're attacking, but more for your group. She says, "You really are throwing away her gift."
Oh, you bitch!
What are we doing the next round?
How many machines do I have influence over?
The ones that ran past.
Like 1, 2, 3?
I'm gonna say nebulous. It's however many it needs to be.
Okay. Because I was at least going to... I want at least one to cover V, one to hopefully pin Michelle, and one to probably pin my mother.
Okay. That would be another program tech. And I will say, what are you're using Rokai to hack into them?
Yes.
Okay. There is a warning that appears on it. You get that prolonged use of this is probably not healthy for Rokai. These are, after all, corrupted machines.
Well, it's do or die here, so sorry, Rokai, but...
Okay. So another program tech from you. What's everybody else doing?
Rip Rokai, you've been with us for the whole journey, buddy.
My little Tamagotchi's gonna go down like a hero.
Aww. So Tracy wants to get this laptop to anybody who will be able to make a decision on this, because she's not going to hit the send button. But probably wants to maintain this as an out option just in case shit really goes wrong. God, maybe she just draws a gun and, tries to stave off anybody who's... Actually, we might have things in hand. I don't know.
Giggles and Catch shotguns away. They're apparently very good shots.
Yes, they
I
are.
have a gun.
With the amount that Giggles has put down, yes, they are. They have leveled up.
They are insanely overpowered.
Protecting yourself and the laptop is probably the wisest decision. But also, I gave you a suggestion and it didn't roll the best, so please feel free to do what you want.
Okay, what was your suggestion?
Oh, the prior thing saying, like, trying to wrestle it out of Trevor's hand, those rolls weren't great, but I was just saying for this one, I was just saying protecting yourself and the laptop's probably really smart, so you can just kind of keep people at arm's length with your...
Yeah, Ooh, I could do something, no, that would be dumb. That would be exactly the opposite of what I should do. Alright, somebody else go. I'll decide last.
I'm just a tad stuck since I lost my gun and I don't have the bat. I've also been shot, so that probably really hurts.
Yeah, that's why you're getting covered.
What if I ran up to you and gave you my gun? And took a lead?
I'll take the gun.
Alright, so my action's going to be running up to you, kind of standing behind you both with the laptop to protect it, and providing moral and pointer support.
I'm gonna say the computer's kind of connected to the Kugel Blitz right now.
Oh. All right. Well, then I toss the gun and just say,
Think fast.
think fast. Yeah. Oh, I keep rolling.
Hey, yo.
There you go.
Look at you.
I feel led.
Based.
I mean, you feel lead, and Tracy gave you lead, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
Ew.
All right. Joe, what are you doing?
I'm kind of torn at the moment. Part of me wants to try to empathize with Giggles and Catch and like
Somebody
really wanna
should
work
keep.
with
Somebody
these
should.
two monsters.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody should keep me from getting shot more by these two.
They didn't shoot you.
They shot my hand to knock the gun away.
Yes, they did.
Oh, they shot the gun in your hand.
Yes, they shot a gun out of my hand, so that's still technically me. But
To be fair, one of my little puppets is covering you, or at least attempting.
All right.
to cover you.
So here's the situation now. If this helps your decision, any of your actions at all, or has any influence on them, Giggles and Catch are both shouting for everyone to get on the ground and drop their weapons and have their hands where they can see them.
my faith in the evil corporate assassin doing that is very low.
Yeah. The evil corporate assassin does appear to be reaching for her own gun, and Michelle disarmed quite literally where she is. She doesn't seem to have. She doesn't seem to be too concerned about herself, but she is kind of just staring Joe down, just no emotion in her face, and just says, "Well, I tried to protect you," and just closes her eyes and seems to be waiting. And as she closes her eyes, she just says, "Sorry, brother." The machines, V, you have one of these corrupted machines body cover you with four arms with the weird musculature of the synthetic flesh. And its face turns around and just faces you, and it looks terrifying.
Safe now.
Safe now.
I feel safe. I really do. Yeah.
Do not resist. We are saving you.
You are being rescued. I see her Mama reaching for the gun, and I'm gonna yell as much to Giggles and Catch so I don't get shot, and I'm going to continue shooting her.
Okay.
Why not? She's got a gun, and then I just shoot her.
She's got a gun.
Look out, she's got a gun.
All right. So Joe and Tracy, I still need,
And mine. I haven't rolled yet.
and yours.
I did mine actually. I got 3 successes.
Hey yo, I'll take 1 success with 4 conditions.
All right.
That's all I can do. I can't mark anymore.
Gonna do empathize.
Hell yeah.
And you know what?
Who are you empathizing, by the way?
Giggles and Catch.
Okay.
Yeah, I will also push that.
So what is your intention with this empathize?
I don't want them to target us. I want them to target.
That would be a charm.
No, not target. Not.
Yeah,
It would be charm though. Yeah.
Yeah, understanding someone is going to be empathize. Getting someone to do something is going to be charm.
I had a reason, but the word salad, my brain's not working properly.
If you can give me a reason, I'm all for it.
I honestly kind of wondering why they're working for the evil fox, and
That's
kind of-
empathize. Why are you still working for them when you see what's happening?
Why are you helping them?
yeah,
We're trying to help. Help us. Something like that, maybe.
yes.
That would still be a charm.
Oh, that's a good.
Understanding why they're working with them still after all that.
I mean, you can empathize. How can you make them do something? How can you make them
Side with us.
side with us?
How can you get them on our side?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I wasn't
yes.
very helpful there.
No, that was good.
So, how is understanding their motivation?
Yeah, and how to understand them and how to get them on our side.
So you would know that they had been trailing the killers, in quotes, of V and Lydia. What they have found is one, Sunshine Farms wet work crew, and a bunch of kids and a bunch of mutated robots, and someone else that they know to be a spy of some kind, all in a hot mess of garbage. They are trying to get you out alive.
Fair and valid.
Yeah.
Actual responsible authority figures. Who'd have guessed?
So, no, they're not working with the assassins. They're working to try and defuse the situation, and when it didn't defuse, they're trying to put down the threats.
Oh man, I'm gonna get put down because I'm about to become public enemy number one. Oh yeah, I still need to roll. Sorry.
Maybe.
That was program again, right?
Yes.
Please? You've got to be absolutely kidding me. Okay, pushing. Thank you, Lydia. 2.
All
I'd
right.
also like to push. Damn it.
All right. Tracy, do you want to push?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Make even
Roll
more
5
impactful.
dice.
Yeah! 2 more.
Hey, let's go.
Well, you can only roll 5 dice because you take a condition.
Did I... Hold on, what's going on? Did I roll more than
Well,
I...
looking at your first lead, I see 9.
I have one condition.
Uh-huh. Look at you.
I mean, I've just been pressing the buttons on the thing, so if they've been calculating it wrong, I am sorry. So
no, you re-roll the number. Excuse me. You re-roll your failures, correct?
Oh, is that the?
Yeah.
You re-roll all your failures. Your successes stay.
Okay.
Which
So-
is fine. It just
So it'll be
means
fewer dice.
Yeah, you would still get one. Hang on.
So basically, what it is you mark whatever the condition for that.
So roll
and
90
then-
cents.
Well, yeah, you'll mark the condition, and then it's going to automatically be factored in when you hit the roll again. So.
Yes, but she's already gotten 3
Yeah,
successes
so-
on her first roll.
7.
Oh,
So
right.
10 minus 2 minus 3. So 5. Yeah, it was 5d6. Sorry. All right, so that's 1 success, not 2.
All right,
Sorry about that.
you are at 19.
Oof.
Can I use my shame since it helps with emphasize?
Yes!
Has a therapist and hides it, and understanding people would be what a therapist allows.
You have to first converse with your group, including Ren, who I think wants to take a scar.
I was going to say I could also use mine in this instance.
All right, let's talk about them. What are these shames? And
The current new shame for V is my parents think I'm dead, and having to admit that out loud to Giggles and Catch, where it's like, look, we've had to fake our own deaths to expose Sunshine and everything that's going on for the evils that they are. How are you going to still continue to side with these people, knowing full well that they just sent a bunch of killer robots to attack their daughter? My parents think I'm dead. Batman voice. My parents are dead.
Damn, you pulled the reverse Batman.
I did. She reversed Bat. Look, it's come full circle. She reversed Batman. Your turn, Joe.
you are at 20,
Oh,
but
okay.
yes, you can use it if you want.
Joe, make your case. 'Cause I don't want to override you.
So yeah, it was honestly more emotionally poignant than the Joe's. I go to therapy and I learned how to better interact with people.
Okay, then I'll mark mine. I just didn't want to cut you out. That's 20, y'all.
We did it.
All right. So, as this is happening, Tracy, you're giving motivational leadership, throwing the gun more or less down on the ground, even if it is near V. Oh, yeah, V did shoot. V, you fire again at Miss Tinsley. Michelle kind of like opens one eye, like she's surprised that the axe didn't come down and decapitate her. And Giggles and Catch are both. They're both moving. They move forward. Catch knocks away the gun that Miss Tinsley was grabbing for. Giggles just full on kicks the machine off of off of V, aims her gun at it, and then aims her gun at the rest of these corrupted machines, as she fires and puts many of them down, before Rokai begins to bleed and ooze, and Lydia, you're forced to drop it. And then on the screen it says "Noble Sacrifice," and then as it says that the rest of these corrupted machines, there's a small explosion on each of them, and they all go limp. There's a larger one out where the corrupted tree is, on the other side, with Tracy having thrown her gun. Nobody dies. Everybody is alive, and Giggles and Catch are both pulling V up to both treat her and make sure she doesn't shoot anyone else, as the gun is removed from her, and doing the same with Miss Tinsley. They are the only two there, but they're trying to move as quickly as they can to secure anybody from hurting anyone else. As this is happening, Tracy, while your back is briefly turned, there's one more person with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Trevor says, Radrusa Maria, and aims the gun at the box. And when he fires, the part of it collapses inward, and then the rest of it collapses inward. And everyone can see the Kugelblitz as its box shatters in this area, right in the middle of where this portal is that connects Stillwater to the other side. And as this miniature black hole of crushed light and plasma is revealed, the force of the portal maintaining it begins to collapse as the Kugelblitz itself is torn apart, with everybody still in it. In this moment, there is a shattering of this portal as both sides seem to rush away rapidly from either of you. The dirt and ground that had been surrounding you is pulled aside. There is another version of Giggles and Catch that float by, and one of them points, seeing all of you flying by. There's a dinosaur Giggles and Catch as well, that are both riding motorcycles, as your world and the other side both twist and fall away from both of you, they seem to settle at an impossible distance away from each other, reflecting one another. But you all are in between both of them. In fact, everybody is. And this is a space that you all are not capable of existing, because there are other versions of yourself that are existing. All of these versions are you, And it is maddening trying to maintain multiple minds at once. But before it can overcome any of you, Joe,
Yes.
your cat, Binks, is trotting up to you. Except it's not a cat. At least, not wholly a cat. As it seems, it's partly a cat, but it's also the mass of eyes and hands that seem to wrap around you and grab every version of your mind and pull it back into one place so that you're just floating there with this entity holding you together. And the rest of you here, hey, how's it going? As another entity of similar make begins to pull your minds back together into one piece.
Oh, the humanity.
Yep.
Nobody said your freaking name.
You didn't have to.
Thanks.
Oh,
We were thinking it, oh god.
Oh no, he's permeated my consciousness.
Which one of you
Joe
were
is-
thinking it?
I was thinking about you, then I also thinking about Binks.
Damn, real.
We've been the same the whole time.
In this moment, I want to get to everybody here. Tracy, in this space between spaces, is there someone lost to the flood you would like to see?
No, actually, Tracy's dad's an asshole, and, not lost to the flood. Just being an asshole is really... Tracy's got no one in the flood, I don't think.
Okay.
Tracy's actually going to be, like, trying to hold on to Joe.
All right. Joe. You hear. Meow. And also the thoughts of this entity that has enveloped you, keeping you safe from the in-between that you're in. Is there anyone Joe wishes to converse with while here?
Yeah, honestly, having a straight conversation with Binks would be nice. But Joe is also holding on to Tracy as well.
Okay. There is weirdly a singular eye staring at you, but weirdly a cat as well. Like they're overlapping.
Joe's holding her hand up to him, like, just to try to give him scritches, like, is this the end, or...
You feel thoughts rushing to you in the manner in which this creature is capable of communicating. This is... End is a concept that is new to this thing. You get the idea that space is folded here. It doesn't have words for it. It's just space folded to such an extreme point that these things exist in. And for a moment, you get the impression that in the same manner you're not able to exist here without inhabiting Binks, more or less. Binks isn't able to inhabit or isn't able to exist in your world without having something to inhabit.
If we get back, are you going to come with?
You get the sense that it isn't done learning.
I still have more to learn too.
The eyes, both the cat's eyes and this entity's eyes, blink. Lydia, there are two of you.
Sick.
Like, there shouldn't be two of you, but like your minds were brought back together, so there's not like twice as many of you, but there's still two of you. What are these two Lydias doing?
God, that's a phenomenal question. 'Cause I think the normal Lydia probably has a sense of calmness that she hasn't had in a very long time, having that other part actually being physically, well, at least interpretively physically separated from her. But I'm fairly positive the other one's quite distressed and possibly angry. So I didn't... our Lydia did not really, hold up her end of the bargain. But also, having that sort of mental freedom right now is, actually got a smile on her face, even though, there's an incredibly, probably dangerous and angry version of her mere inches from her.
Yeah. Is there something you would like to do? Or is there something either of these Lydias would like to do?
I would say, to prevent our Lydia from probably being arrested for committing murder so that she could stay with all of her friends and V, maybe just say, Mom's over there.
Go get him, Tiger.
You're free to do whatever you want, but I'm going home with my friends. If you want to go somewhere where you're free, be my guest.
I'm afraid we only have one body.
And as much as we despise our mother, my friends and V are more important than
killing
this.
her, getting rid of the woman who did this to us.
Yeah. Because you know what? We handled it. Maybe not in the most beautiful way that you could possibly imagine, but we've handled it.
Which Lydia is the dominant Lydia?
Would you like to roll for that?
That's up to you. I'm giving you the option for the story beat.
I mean, in my thought process of this, it's like technically this would like the other Lydia, like this is technically her timeline, I would imagine, but it's sort of like I would say in as far as dominant goes, like Lydia really doesn't want to lose anybody else anymore. Like the normal Lydia, it's like we handled this, we're alive. Like I'm not screwing around with this. Like you can,
Okay.
I'll fight you as like we can go to the death if you want to figure out who's going home. But
Death.
So she does move towards you like she's going to, like she has the intention of taking on control of the one body that you two have been sharing. And there's a moment where she reaches out, but no matter how close she comes to you, she can't quite reach you. It's a weird set of physics in this dimension that aren't really applying to the concepts here, but she just stares that betrayal and anger before her form begins to slip away and, from your perspective, dissipate. But you hear her voice call back, "I'll find a way out," before it fades from your head.
Lydia will just kind of, I'd say her hair probably falls in front of her eyes and would probably just say like, physically or not, at least she's dead to us.
And Vivian,
Yeah.
any interactions you would like to have?
It's somebody who was lost in the flood that she could see again, right?
If you'd like.
Well, that's an obvious one. She's gonna pull her dad.
All right. In this space between spaces, there's a moment before your mind is able to bring someone else to bear. That longing to see someone. Your father, your real father, not some copy or machine or anything like that. You sense his presence in one way or another before it manifests before you in a way that you can comprehend. He stares for a moment and says, "Where are we?"
I think we broke the laws of time and space.
He kind of like looks around at the weird mirrored worlds, one on one side, one on the other. Yeah, that's about right.
That wasn't a fake cough. That was a real cough. Excuse me. But she also does cough and probably coughs up blood because she's remembering that she's been shot.
And he actually notices it and rushes forward.
I don't have a lot of time, Dad, but
Nope. Easy. And kind of seems a little confused about how to lay you back with no...
I don't think I can pull you here to stay, but I need to know at least what would you do if you had the option to go back and set everything right? That the flood accident didn't happen. If you had to live for 5 years knowing we were all gone, but you grew as a person, would you go back to try and save us or keep going with the new life you have?
and he's actually treating your wounds as this is happening. He says, "Well, this is gonna leave a scar."
At least it'll be a fucking cool scar.
It'll be a cool scar. Kind of like looks up to you briefly and says, "As to your question, and I don't mean that scar is just going to be physical. It's a difficult question to answer, but I would say if you've learned and grown as a person, and you had to give up those experiences, I would say it's probably a good idea to keep them."
Okay, I thought so. It just felt kind of selfish wanting to stay here with all the horrible shit. But you're right. Not being who I am now is very scary.
Bad things happen. It's part of life. Good things happen too.
There's no way we can just break the timeline and let you stay here, right?
Kind of like glances around again and says, well, I can start doing research. I think I'm dead."
You are.
Okay.
You died in the flood, yeah.
Well. If there are others like me here, I'll see if I can find them. See if we can figure something out or move on. But he reaches up and pokes you on the nose the only way a father would. I'll always find some way to look after you. But I'm proud that you made a grown-up decision.
Yeah. One of so many today.
And he says, "Even if I'm gone, I'm sure you'll find ways to figure out how time and space actually does work, seeing as you're here." He finishes treating your wound, keeping it bandaged. Says, "We're not at a hospital, so make sure to get that treated."
Yep.
He just kind of tries to sit next to you in a place that doesn't have length, width, and height.
Oh, hey, before you get sucked back into the vortex or whatever's gonna happen, meet Lydia. Remember Lydia. She's my girlfriend now. Ha.
He kind of chuckles and says, "Wait." And just kind of like looks at you and says, "You mean?"
Uh-huh. Well, there's an in-between, Dad. It's called being bisexual, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I just
okay.
meant. Just surprised she's your type.
Yeah, it surprised both of us, too.
Well, I'm happy for both of you. You tell her she's lucky to have you. Tell her I said that.
Lydia, he says he's happy for us.
I imagine this is happening while
Which
Lydia's
Lydia?
still.
It doesn't matter. She's probably also hallucinating from being in shock.
Yeah, there's definitely this is definitely happening while Lydia's talking with herself, and she just kind of turns and thumbs up while other Lydia's trying to claw at her and
Yeah.
stab her.
Like, doing good over there? Yeah, she's fine.
Please stick with the preppy one and not the murdery one.
Well, that gets a little complicated. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
There's another moment that passes before you all see something else odd. Your dad leans in, just gives you a kiss. Just happy to see you. Happy to communicate with you. And as this other figure kind of drifts into view, you notice it is a treehouse on mechanical legs, and a figure steps forward. A figure looks out one of the windows. Paper mask on. She reaches up and pulls the mask up, and there are just eyes, black as the void. Well, you didn't open it.
Yep. Do you think you could give us a ride back to the not here?
To the not here.
Please
You
be
know,
specific.
to the
Yes.
side that
Yes,
is-
I can. And you see her disappear, and immediately you see another version of her kind of slide down on the rope. And she points in two different directions, and she says, "That way." And she's pointing both at the other side and your world.
we prefer our role, please.
And she points again and says, "That way." And the strange entities, the alien figures that have been surrounding you and keeping you from not falling into non-existence begin to move? Question mark? It's strange. Different laws of physics here. And both worlds seem to be drawing closer and closer and closer. And you actually see part of reality being funneled in both directions. As if parts are falling in to the other side, and then things are actually coming out of the other side. And as these two reflections draw closer, your surroundings grow brighter and brighter before you can't even see.
Oh, you know the Tracy Tatter, not going to lose her.
Tracy hugs back even tighter.
Lydia from on the ground getting bandaged goes, "Ha, gay."
The scene changes then, and as it changes, we see I'm going to say 2 weeks later, kind of appear on the screen. What is everyone doing 2 weeks later?
Did my
think
mother live?
Oh, yeah.
I have to work on my aim because I shot that bitch 3 times.
What sort of finale do you want for Lydia?
She has absolutely no ties whatsoever to home. There is no communication. There is no. I think she even ditches the completely ditches like the rich girl facade. It's like she's got like the overalls, like the short overalls, and just like a halter top and like hair back in a ponytail. Like there's just nothing of like the rich lifestyle left on her or in her.
Is there anybody she's staying with?
Provided I suppose that sort of depends on the situation of whether or not V's mother has killed them, or if V is still there.
So V has been grounded for life. Yeah, what is V's situation? What kind of finale do we have for her?
She would. So I guess yes. My answer affects that answer. So I think V absolutely tells Lydia, of course, she's coming back with her. There's just no getting away from her at this point. And so probably her mom was furious and then happy, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, we're dating, and this was all to protect the family." And she's like, "Oh, also all of this money that I'm not giving back," and probably helps. I don't know if helps get them out of the trailer park is the right answer, because this town is a shithole, but probably helps make sure that their living arrangements is much nicer with the money that they still have. And probably
you have a house now, a small house, but
yeah,
a house nonetheless.
I think.
Alternatively, what if we fortified the RV lot?
Yeah,
with
exactly.
Walls and turret mounted.
We secede from the U.S. and make our own nation with blackjack and hookers.
And this one,
this huge
one lot.
bunker.
Yeah.
This is where we fight back from.
Yeah. The only other main thing that I would say that I want is V is going to use whatever leftover money to get a car. And I think this, if Dougler is fine with it, V probably pulls money with Joanne to get the van repaired.
Yeah.
And that would be like hey, we're going to tell Tracy that we're taking her to college, and that's where I can Shanghai the sequel for this game down the road, where it is them doing a road trip to get her to college, or never making it there at all. Ha 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 ha. But anyways, yeah. So that would be the things that she would have is, yeah, they got a house. She told her mom that they're still alive, and she is still with Lydia.
All right, so we have a scene of everybody unpacking into this new house. Your brothers are still running around, causing chaos and not helping with the move-in at all. But you drive up in a vehicle with Lydia there to help move in. What about Joanne and Tracy? What are you doing?
Well, it's probably been a very awkward week or two with Mom.
Probably.
But, you know, it was important that we did what we did, and I'm happy that, you know, it all worked out, and she's probably going to, well, at least know the severity of being forced to live here. So, maybe she won't be in danger.
All right.
After a while. I don't know.
Okay.
Was also
With
thinking
all that knowledge, yeah, go on.
that Tracy and Joe could tell Joe's parent that they're dating,
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Let's do
and
that.
Joe's also planning to go to college with Tracy.
Ooh, cute.
Yeah. All right. So with all that in mind, V, you're also sporting a your own set of new scars. Gonna say, with all that in mind, there are a couple things that have changed slightly. Lydia, you're unsure of what happened to your parents. It seems as though all record of them just disappeared. Whether that is due to some time shenanigans, or they're actually changing, or they're actually still around. They're doing something, you're not sure. Trevor has been arrested and locked up in the mental institution. Fortunately, it's not an asylum anymore. A group from Sunshine Farms handed out more or less a bribe, but we're sorry that this all occurred to you on our grounds. It has always been Sunshine's greatest desire to bring a brighter future, and enclosed in that is a check to all of your families. So, Tracy, are you all still in the trailer park, or did they move out as well?
I'm hoping that my mom will move. I would say it's up to her. Tracy would encourage her to move, given that this place is hellish. But
just
maybe
move out entirely.
I mean, I would encourage her to do that, but I think realistically, she moves into the neighborhood that V's mom does, and because I do imagine that they are also friends.
Which would you like it to be?
I would like it. Tracy would like her to move out of the city. I think, as a narrative direction, I think she moves into the same neighborhood as V.
They realize that they are also good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God! It didn't work. It didn't work with Mothman and all of the subtle shipping we've done.
Mothman also involved.
No, I was gonna say.
Thruple, got it.
Your mother invites you to sit down with her, and she says, "Honey, we need to talk now that we've moved into a new house, okay? One, here's your the scholarship came for you in the mail. You're going
Oh my God!
to college.
Scholarship came through. Fuck yes.
And we are both going to make sure that you don't have to worry about
Oh no! Did everybody freeze?
Nope, still here.
No,
Oh.
she said, and we both are going to make sure you don't have to worry about any money or anything here while you're off studying.
Well, that sounds like a dream. And I obviously understand why you didn't move all the way out, but please.
There's another reason for that too. And someone else walks in the room, and they're wearing they're wearing. They're wearing just like, what are those dress pants that are like the weird brown and then the collared shirt?
Khakis.
Khakis, yes, thank you. They're wearing the khakis and collared shirt, and they have a mug of Irish coffee, which you can tell because he's currently pouring a little bit of a flask into it. And he says, "Hello there." But the interesting thing about him is that he's got antennae and powdery wings and
Huh.
Yeah, this is fine.
Hi.
and your
You
mother
must-
says, as long as we're telling each other all our secrets."
Uh-huh. What's his name? Sir? Hi.
My name is Experiment A125, but most people just refer to me as Mothman. It's a pleasure to meet you, Tracy. I've heard much about you.
Can't say I've heard as much about you, but I am happy to make your acquaintance.
Pleased to meet you as well. And they shake your hand.
So eager to learn more.
Well, all right.
Unfortunately,
You know,
traveling for me is a bit difficult.
are you, are the white van folk not letting you out of the town?
Well, I try to go out at night every now and then, but your mother gets quite angry. Doesn't want me to get locked up in my first home.
Well, I don't want you to get locked up there either.
Well, that's all right. I've got someone on the inside. Very, very clever figure. Bright red hair. No, I shouldn't say anything at all. The less you know, the better.
References, I get it.
I'm happy for you. I really am.
Well, I'm just gonna go down to the basement again before someone looks through that window there. But as I like to call it, it's the Moth Cave. And they go back downstairs.
Well, I hope you could make it a way to visit me at college then. Or, not, if you don't want to. Tracy's like
you hear,
a parental figure that isn't a mother.
yeah. The scene will change again to Who Wants a Scene.
We should probably talk to Joe's parents.
Mm-hmm.
We should talk to Joe's parents.
Would be good to talk to him, yeah.
So we have a scene where do your parents, are they ever, is the full scope of what happened ever revealed to them?
Oh shit. Not bringing up the fact that Base is an interdimensional being. Definitely not bringing that up.
Okay.
I'm gonna say some things, just not the whole scope.
Okay. Both your parents have at least taken the day off to assist in the move, as well as check in on V, as the two of them are both doctors, and they've set aside some medications, and your mother approaches you and says, "Joe, will you make sure your friend gets these?"
Yeah, sure, Mom.
Thank you.
We're still at Joe's house, right?
Yes.
And Tracy's here. Just want to make sure the scene's set, or
Yeah, Tracy can be here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, there's something I wanna tell you.
And your dad peeks around the corner and says, and just looks and says, "You're not pregnant, are you?"
Why is that always the
No.
question?
Like, your mom said the exact same thing. No.
Oh, okay. And then he disappears around the corner again.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
probably still listening.
God damn it, Joe. Why are you like this?
Voice the parents. Dad, you should probably come here too.
I'm still here, he says around the corner.
Tracy and I are dating.
And your mother, how do your parents take it? I imagine they're supportive.
Supportive, but probably a bit surprised. Like,
You hear
did not expect her to date anyone type deal.
You hear around the corner. Oh, that's weird.
Wait, what?
He pokes his head back and says, "You're dating?"
Yes!
And your mother says, "Well, congratulations, darling."
We've always known.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
Not the response I was expecting, but alright.
It's a positive one.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I still think it's weird, but congratulations.
No,
No,
I'm a
offense,
weird
all that-
person.
Well, that's good. I mean,
You mean?
if you didn't have your quirks, I'd be a little more concerned.
No. No. Thanks.
You're welcome. I'm a doctor. I'm looking at this from a healthy mental standpoint. As long as you're happy, that's great.
You know, I was looking at Tracy, and she's gonna smile like, I'm happy, yeah.
Yeah, I should hope you are. I'm happy around you. I agree, that is what matters. Kind of lean in and give you a real tight hug from the side. I'm assuming like we're kind of
Okay.
standing side by side or something. And
Joe's just gonna turn to give you a hug too, and yeah, Joe doesn't think she does kiss you in front of her mother.
Kiss, kiss, kiss.
you know, we could kiss. But we don't have to. Which is not.
No, Joe does kiss because she's like,
Oh, she does kiss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I keep not hearing things. I'm sorry. We kiss. Yes, of course.
just for a moment, she's in front of her parents. And she's awkward because like, oh shit, I'm in front of my mom.
And your mother says, "What is she? Your mother?" No, I'm kidding. That's a reference.
Joe's parents just absolutely have the energy of the kid that finally made a friend.
Yeah. All right. Well, please be quiet when you're in your room.
Ha! They just gave you permission.
And your dad kind of looks to her and says, "Bye." She just walks by.
You're a
Just-
doctor.
She crooks her finger and says, "I'll explain it to you later."
She just we could be
Yeah, no, this went better than I think either of us were expecting.
didn't expect.
Sorry
them-
about being so awkward in front of your parents. Also, wow, did they just say that?
Yes.
Yes, they did.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's always he's always been able to talk. I haven't been always able to talk about that because I've been too embarrassed. But she's just
They're doctors. They know how this stuff works.
Well, that went pretty well. I think
good.
next step is we have drinks with them.
Nice.
I'm a lot
double
less
date.
socially awkward after a few drinks.
I have no idea how that would go.
Yeah. Maybe when we come back for spring break.
Yeah, that might be better. Yeah,
We can wait on that. We have a
definitely.
lot of things to do in the meantime.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, like I give you a real kiss. Then I lean in and give you a real kiss.
Joe's gonna lean into the kiss back.
The scene changes again as the two of you kiss, and it cuts over to V and Lydia in this new home, and we see everybody bringing in boxes, and V, your mother, is already setting some things up. She puts a photo of your father on a desk that was just moved in.
Just gonna kind of look at the photo and see. Got his good side.
She smiles up at you and says, "Sure did. Sometimes I feel like he's looking out from some other space."
Yeah. Another life, another world. Wherever he is, he's watching over us.
And she's pulling a few more things out of the box to set up on this desk. She says, "Well, I think you're gonna have to get another job."
Ha!
Fortunately, and she pulls out a list that she's put together. There are a lot of places that could use someone as smart as you.
That's true. I don't think I can get rehired at the diner on the technicality of being dead and then not dead. At the very least, it's, I'm fired for not showing up to work.
Well, you're still grounded too, so keep that in mind.
Wow. Okay. That's fair. At least I don't have to sneak out to see my girlfriend.
Lydia just pops in and is like, well, I'm not technically grounded because my parents, they're not grounding me. So I can go out and get you stuff. It's fine.
That's true.
Being as I am your legal guardian now, you are also grounded.
Oof.
But some...
It's got you there.
Fine, I won't do the shopping then. And just scurries off.
You get back here, young lady.
Can't hear you bringing boxes upstairs.
We'll find new work. But hey, on the grounds of being grounded, we were hoping to help get Tracy set up in college.
I think that's a fine idea.
Cool, because summer break and stuff, and it's pretty far from here. Pennsylvania, being in our nondescript tri-state area that was never truly established for the canon. It's probably a bit of a drive.
All right. You will have to keep me informed along the way, but that sounds like a good idea. When you glance down at the list of places that are looking to hire someone, a lot of them are places that require some technical expertise.
I have technical expertise. I can say I worked at the Loop Foundation.
You sure can.
She's gonna kind of look over the list and be like, I got time to figure this out. Does any of them jump out in particular?
What would you like to jump out in particular?
Oh, I figured that was a plot hook. I don't know. I don't have any ideas for that yet.
Well, being a straight A troublemaker that you are, there are probably some decent research opportunities for career paths as well.
Well, looks like I'll be bringing in the big bucks if I take one of these. Although they'll probably want a college degree. How good are you at hacking admissions?
At what?
Oh, I was talking to Lydia. Definitely not within Mom's earshot.
Do you really want that kind of trouble after we just got out of all that trouble?
They wouldn't be able to prove it, and they probably would be so impressed at our abilities to get into the school that they would let us stay. That's how it works, right?
Whew. Man, I don't know where you get your delusion on this from.
I
don't
watched
think your
this
dad
movie
was-
called that had Angelina Jolie in it, and it's something about computers in it.
I'll give it my best shot.
I can't imagine that movies would lie to us.
Lydia's just gonna stare at the floor like,
I'm joking, babe. I'm really not this dumb.
you are playing it off wonderfully.
I know, that's part of my street kid charm.
You know what? You could lie your way into any job.
Fake it till you make it. That's what they call it.
I think I'm gonna go make myself a normal person coffee.
A normal person coffee sounds delightful. I'll start unpacking upstairs.
You hear a scream, a shout, and a smash. Oh my god, how does this work?
What is this horrible archaic device?
It's the robot butler.
I have to make my own coffee?
And as the scene changes, did anybody else want another scene? Okay.
Sorry, that wasn't a yawn at you.
No, that's fine. So as the scene cuts again, the camera kind of zooming out from Stillwater, and it changes to a place in somewhere in the wooded area of the quarantine zone. And it follows, the camera follows to a treehouse where someone is climbing out, throws her skateboard down, and starts skating away. As the camera zooms into the treehouse itself, it flips over, and as it spins, it starts backing upwards again. And on the same treehouse, except this time it's on the other side. And as it zooms out, there's a girl with eyes completely black, and she's sitting on top of a arthropoid, just casually sitting on top of it. And a cat leaps up beside her, and she looks down at it and says, "So, you were right, but I was right too." And it meows as the three-eyed arthropoid kind of skitters around a little bit, and she seems completely unfazed by it. Its tongue's licking up little foliage and stuff and just munching. But she looks up again and says, "The fragments of these realities are going to continue to be destroyed. Someone else has to stop them." And the cat meows. She reaches down and pets and says, "Go on. Go back to them." The cat hops down from the skittering arthropoid, and as it scurries off, the camera's going to change scenes again. And this time, we see inside of the Luke Foundation itself. That same room that we saw the other woman standing there and overseeing Matthias's work. And there's that area where the black water was is spinning around in a vortex, a whirlpool, downward, and in the center of it is a bright light, like a white hole of some kind, but it's surrounded by an oscillating dark ring that seems to be containing it. Both forces balancing them out. And as she oversees this, she doesn't move. But Matthias is nowhere to be seen, as both Michelle and Matthias are riding down the road, seemingly eager to escape Stillwater. And the credits begin to roll.
We didn't die.
We didn't die.
Thank you, Shay. That's good.
Thank you so much. Oh, this is a blast.
So fun.
Tour de force.
You guys are fantastic.
I'm
There
so
are
sad now we're done.
There is an after credit scene I should mention as well.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
I hit fast forward to get to the after credits scene.
Okay, you hit fast forward to get to the after credit scene, and as the credits finish rolling, we see a man with the badge that reads Chief Preston, and both Giggles and Ketch are standing there behind him, and a portal opens up, and through this portal another Giggles and Ketch come out, and Giggles says, "Oh, you're not going to believe this. Something's happening in the multiverse. You two have to come with me right now." And Chief Preston glances backwards and says, "Go on. Give the rest of yourselves my best." And the two of them, along with the other two, turn, and we see a Velociraptor version of Ketch pull a lever, and the portal closes behind them. That's the end.
Woo!
Uh,
Woo.
All right.
All right, your computer's burning up, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah. All right. So, I'll start off with saying goodbye, and
See
y'all
you
can follow.
soon.
All right. I'm Spider Queen Long. Find me on the internet. I'm the co-creator of Diesel Shot, and I should be finished illustrating Change Stars this week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing y'all play it on your channel. I'm super psyched. All right, that's me. I'm gonna top off and put my computer in some ice. So bye.
bye, bye.
Bye.
Bye, Pat. Zonis, why don't you take over next?
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Zonis, and I was playing Lydia Tinsley. You can find me on both Tumblr and Twitter.com/Zonis. And yeah, I'll hop it over to Dougler.
Hi, everybody. I've Dougler93. I was playing Joanne Campbell. So much fun. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Dougler93. And we'll pop over to Shay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shay or Shay the Fae on Twitch and Twitter. I'm was happy to run this game of Things from the Flood. Fantastic game. I definitely recommend everybody giving it a go. I hope the story I provided was to everyone's liking. I wanted to leave the ending open-ended, but at least for our heroes, as they were, to have some level of closure and ending, if they so choose to end their story here. That being said, I forgot to mention that Q is also probably seen on a date with Tiffany Piffany to the arcade.
Good for that.
Yeah.
And hey, everybody, stay tuned for on Partywave Games for this channel, since I will be running Change Stars, a in-space alien fucker game, more or less. I'm going to include a lot of interesting story beats, but I have ideas. That game's probably going to be a bit, at least until I get the system down. I've never run this system before, but hey, I should learn fairly quickly. That being said, everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody who was active in chat. On which point, I guess I should hand it over to Ren.
Hi, I'm Ren of this channel. Thank you for watching and putting up with us for all of these incredible seasons that my beautiful wife had put together for us. I am very happy that this story has reached a conclusion that we are all satisfied with, even if it was unfortunately a little rushed. But that happened, and I think everybody is more or less satisfied with the outcome, and I'm certainly happy with it. I'm looking forward to new games, because this was the last running game on our channel until we figure out what else we're going to be doing for other days of the week. There are things in the works that may be coming soon. Look out for an announcement maybe Friday, cough cough, as well as us getting this Change Stars game going. Outside of that, I really don't have anything else, because I haven't done any thoughts on what I would run. It may very well be another Things from the Flood or Tales from the Loop game, because it's just that good. May also be another Free League Publishing game, because they send me books and I've been meaning to try all of them. So I'll figure that out in the next couple weeks, and we'll have something for you. That being said, I don't have anything else for us, so we'll call it a night, because our food was delivered over an hour ago, and it's probably